We are the only species. We are the only species on this planet that this was done to. And the fashion for so many sunrises. We are the only ones. And we are still here. You see your brothers and sisters, huh? They drowned as they was being transported. Women, children, men, the elders. And we want to argue and bicker back and forth on social media. We want to put each other down. After we have been through this for over 800 to 1600 plus years, we want to put each other down. We want to fight. We want to scar each other. We want to bring up the most horrific stuff about each other that we possibly can. As we get on our knees and beg and ask the same race, the same bloodline to guide us, to teach us, to medically evaluate us. We look to them for validation to make sure we are walking a straight line. We put our babies' consciousness, the most precious part, the most complex, and the most divine part of them in their hands freely, which is their brain. We hand it over to them. We hand our babies to them. We hand them over to the same bloodline that fed them to crocodiles, that drowned them, that beat them, that raped them, that built their medical system off of them. The economic system was built off of the genocide of children, of our babies, and we hand them over freely now. Look at what was done to us. You forgot what your credit score. You forgot what your education. You forgot what your fancy car. You forgot what your fancy house. Your stainless steel appliances. You forgot what the liquor, what the clubs, the vacation. You forgot the torture, the outright genocidal abuse that took place with us for hundreds of years, and is still going on to this day. Psychological slavery into physical slavery here in the United States, and it's outright genocide in Africa with our brothers and sisters. But yet we use these social media platforms in this eukaryotic cell or system that was created through the vision of their God. We use their system to put each other down, to abuse each other, to add more scars on each other. That we want to cut deeper than the wit, people. That's how we look at each other. When he swung that whip to you and beat you, He wanted that whip to cut you deep. We use the system to cut even deeper into each other than the whip, than the handcuffs, than the rope with the lynching. We use the system to cut even deeper than the whip, the chain, the scalpel, the things that they were using to dig inside your vagina, the things that the utensils that was used to remove the skull off the baby so they can get to the brain while the baby was still alive. You forgot about this. You forgot about the barbecue niggas. You forgot about the nigga soup that they made out of you. You threw that all away for basketball, football, baseball. You threw that all away for every 2 weeks or once a week paycheck to go to Amazon, to get sneakers, to get gear, to get clothes, to get electronics. You forgot all of that to accept those things. You gave your planet away. We giving our children away to walk around with a driver's license. You have to have ID. Meanwhile, they had no identification to the planet other than genocide. Other than genocide to prove their existence. It's over now. You may have forgotten. The sun didn't forget. The earth didn't forget. Our brothers and sisters on other realms did not forget. Other life forms on other realms did not forget. We may have forgotten. They didn't. And some of us are coming quickly back into our memory. And it's bothering a lot of us. Because the ones that's coming truly into their memory don't look like the way the world described of a seer is going to come. Or a prophet. Or someone with the message, universal message is going to come. See, that person's supposed to come in a suit, a tie. That person's supposed to come with their education. Nah. You were already in school. Earth is school. What did you learn? Huh? What did you learn? When you shut off the universe, God will welcome you with open arms. That's what I learned. Abundance and gratitude to you all.
Latest information is that the reptilian prince, Jacob Rothschild, is dead. Right now, there's no information. There's no sign of, well, there's no information on how he died or what he died from. But I know this energy that's coming in on the planet, on our realm and on the planet, this energy that's coming in our realm is really making a mess among these inorganic beings. It really is. And I just saw the video that Brother Kalai had put out about that Saxon who's an Air Force pilot. How he, I saw a video, he put himself on fire. He couldn't take it anymore.
Mankind, it profits now the knell of the death bell. For it means that if our planet can take in new energy, and if the electromagnetic field or frequency barrier can be altered so that higher frequencies can come in, and that pineal gland kicks in, then you will be once again in tune with your planet. And mankind, having no soul, having only the ability to report to the Lord God Master, will go crazy and begin to dysfunction and do crazy things.
Their master, not ours. We are. We don't have a master. We deal with the ether. We are all one.
Human, who is part of both, will begin to question and try to follow its higher source, and the whole thing will lead to tremendous wars or tremendous conflagrations. The war will last no
Human means sub-man. So in other words, those are the outside nations. We're non-ether light beings, but just keep listening to them.
time if the sons of God can awaken to who they are. Because once they get in tune with the planetary head, the planet will do whatever they as a unit ask for. That is what some of the Yoruba people understood, what the magicians understand, and in a small way try once more to get in frequency with the slower heavens just above where they live, or on their continent, or the elemental kingdom can obey. It was meant that the sons of God, being of the seed of angels, didn't have to even do that. They could summon, they could call forth, they could put aside. But before any of that could be done, they had to first come into the consciousness and frequency of who they were. Again, I kind of repeat what I said when I was here before. This summer, you will hear, and starting this summer, probably for the next 3 years, about the sunspot activity being on the increase. You'll begin to hear more again about solar activity, prominences, all types of energy from the sun that will be very harmful. You'll hear about ultraviolet light burning tissue and melanomas and carcinomas affecting the blood and the skin of people on earth. For the sons of God who have an active pineal, that will be a day of blessing, for it will not affect you. You will not be burned, you will simply darken, and the melanin growing, it's almost like a vicious cycle to make you more and more powerful. As they get cancers of the skin and glands, you will get glands beginning to awaken and throwing out the frequencies that are not good and reconnecting the DNA molecules that were separated. For at one time we had 12 strands of DNA, now we have 2. How could we function as an advanced God or being when we don't even have the right hookup?
We have 9, but we had 12. You can read the story to find that out.
We can't go to 220. We've got to stay at 110, 120. That will activate the glands to begin to work on the molecules of the cells, and the cell's DNA will begin to unite. What they call junk DNA is not junk DNA. It is where it all got blasted apart, and now, like an amoeba, it will be coming together again, and each cell in your body, blueprint, will begin to vibrate faster as you become once what you were, the true sons of the God. For man to be man at this time, man must understand his feminine counterpart that is within him, his animal counterpart that is within him, the angel and God counterpart that is within him, and his own soul blueprint, which is him. That's why you will find people undergoing hypnosis, past life recall, flashbacks of things and into.
Now, we don't have no animal part in us. Just know that. Okay? But listen to them right now.
That they didn't know happened, but they'll begin to see their past lives come forth. People that they meet that they'll be drawn to and they don't know why. Places that they'll go and they'll go to and they don't know why. But each time you'll find that there's a benefit that comes when you follow that mind, because it will be something of an experience that will help to reawaken you. You must remember who you were. You must work with the DNAs in order for the DNAs to begin to entwine together. We speak of the tetratomation, which of course Jewish people cannot affirm.
They have DNA. We have DEA. But just hear them out.
They will not say the name Yahweh. They will not say Yahweh. They would not say any of those things because they were not the chosen for this energy. They were usurpers and interpreters of the books of magic.
Don't say those names. He doesn't know. He obviously doesn't know. Don't say those names. Those names are they're pappies. We don't pray to their pappies. We don't pray to nobody.
Out the soul to contend with them. But the soulless ones and the soul ones were both asleep. Now when we understand that as this pineal gland flashes more and more, as the pyramid begins to also begin to give off sounds and the Sphinx begins to vibrate, that is only a sign that the sons of God are calling forth their fathers and the angels are now being summoned to return. When they come back, the sky will be full of spaceships. Some are already there and seen by those who can see in that frequency, others never see them.
Now, there right there's the hijack. Remember, no one is coming to save us because we are. Now, he didn't know, so you got to forgive him. Okay? But he's right about a couple of things, and that is the sun, S-U-N, is doing the job. And when our pineal gland gets open, fully open, or our DEA fully evolved, so that's what's really happening to us right now. It's going to be game over. The day of awakening. The day, matter of fact, of remembrance.
When that happens, all granite formations in, on, and around our Earth will begin to give off sounds and vibrations. It will be a sign. With that will increase mighty earthquake and volcanic activity. It has to be that way. And if you happen to live on a fault line, you best move.
So when their devils come, because they know the game is up, and they think they're going to land and take over the planet, they're not able to land on this planet. Because it's about to go down, they're going to watch the kids get destroyed, and then they're going to get destroyed too.
Go back further, the retardation of this planet, you are not serving the planet, and the planet cannot serve you. You'll always be told, once you're a psychic, when to move on and what to avoid. And the more you come in tune with the lines of force coming into our planet, the more will be your radio that is built in that will operate, and you will just know what to do or what to avoid. You'll know who to trust and who to accept. You'll know when you're powerful and when you're weak, and you'll know what to do to increase either one. The thing is, will you follow that inner voice and that inner sign? To conclude,
when all your abilities come online, you're going to know what to do. That's what he's basically talking about. He doesn't know everything, so nor do I, but hear him out.
The part of the man lecture. Man is separate from mankind, who is an invention by the Lord God. The Lord God is a planetary ruler, and each planet has rulers, and this one went a little bit.
Now, they're LG. That's their daddy. That's the one they tell you to serve in church. They're pappies. And all his buddies, all these names with he was like religions and all these other religions y'all call names. Y'all serving their pappies. The outside nations pappies is when y'all calling their names.
Berserk, because of things that happen, which we'd have to talk about, which is under the science called cosmology. It has nothing to do with the first cause, God, a creator. Please do not say that I said that. We're talking about advanced beings who from time to time see the planet and from time to time even interfere with the planet, and now they must move on.
They're pappies.
The creation that was here, that went through all of this, will be double rewarded. Because the souls that choose to incarnate at this time, which we call children, and have incarnated for the last 40 years, the advanced triggers, now will be rewarded for what they came here and suffered greatly through to get the job done and to show again that the angels could return. Children are our key. That's why the state wants to run your children, disrupt your home, and do everything it can to stop that soul from awakening and being the mighty army that they were sent here to be. This is where we must talk to women and mothers. We must talk to the man, however, because in many cases it is the boy child that is the one that will carry forth the great ruler out of which his continence will come, that the angels will walk through and work through, and whose chamber will awaken just as the Sphinx and pyramid is awakening. Let me just say this as I conclude the first part. They not only have found the same Sphinx on Mars, as Zulu also told you, but on the moon, on Jupiter, and everywhere they go, the same Sphinx stares them back. The sons of God did not just come to the earth. They are the masters of our solar system and our constellation. Just as in Star Wars there was wars between the good and bad, there was a war here on earth. They hid that book from the Bible, the Wars of the Lords. They hid all of the things that would let you begin to understand that you were different from the other races of earth, and earth was your home, not theirs.
Get my face up here. Got a bit of a cold, forgive me. But, so listen, y'all. Now you know. Now, listen now. We are not ether-like beings. We obviously come from the ether. We deal with ether. We don't deal with no beings who came from here from time to time to do stuff and make a mess. Just make a mess. And they did. But anyways, and they left their state and all that stuff to come here and invade our planet and whole 9 yards. And they did what they did, and that's why all that stuff happened. But now, we about to get our just due. I'm trying to do my best to stay from any meat, and I advise everybody to do the same. Again, if you're in the city, don't drink the water, don't take bath in that water. That water's contaminated now. All right, you can look this video up. Matter of fact, look it up. Nobody's coming to save us. We save ourselves. Once our pineal gland, listen, our pineal gland is already open. So we already in vibration with our planet. What is going to happen besides that is that we're going to get our abilities. And that's on the day of remembrance. That's coming really, really, really soon. Their judgment is really, really, really soon. So a lot of things about to happen. Y'all need to be paying attention. All right? Now I'm going to say peace and love. Y'all have a good day, night, whatever, although night's not even real, doesn't exist. But anyhow, it is, people. Peace and love.